Hello friends and welcome back. Today I have another completed diamond painting to share with you. I still have the box so I can show it to you this way. This is Seeding Imagination by Yuumei Art, a Diamond Art Club kit. As you can see, we're doing it sideways today because it is quite large, 56 nearly by 112 centimeters or 22 by 44 inches. So yes, it is quite narrow but long. Doing it this way, I'm still out of real estate and there's a little bit cut off at the top, and there is a finish to this turtle, so a little bit on this end as well, but I will show you as much as I can. This is my 12th completed diamond painting kit of 2025, and I picked this kit because in August it was still nice and summery, not too warm. Love the colors, the gradients, absolutely gorgeous. I did buy this kit very early into my diamond painting obsession last year, so it is one of my older DAC kits in my stash. So by picking this and completing it, I kind of thought two birds, one stone and all that. So yes, gorgeous kit. It has 54 colors, including 3 ABs, 3 fairy dust and 1 iridescent. Iridescent diamonds for Diamond Art Club are the crystal drills. This was the crystal situation in this kit. Nice and sparkly. Me personally, I have a love and hate relationship with crystals. For me, it depends where they are and how many there are. For this kit in general, I didn't mind the amount and the placement of crystals. So yeah, let's have a closer look. Love all the confetti yellow AB drills here in her flowy dress. ABs and crystals and fairy dust here where she's sprinkling the magic that goes into the water and turns into fish and little stars, and the turtle. Just gorgeous. Love the artwork. And here are the colors, 54 colors. I had the 3 ABs at the beginning, so it is the older canvas, older kit, even though it came in the new box. So yeah, those are the 3 ABs. Then we have the crystal and the 3 fairy dust. Yes, as you can see, I have plenty of drills left, and that wasn't the only color. I mean, I have a lot of blues here, green, turquoise, more blues, loads of 819. Yeah, I did not run out of any color whatsoever, which is honestly all that I could ask for. I did have 2 colors that I had very few drills. I promise they're somewhere there behind. There we go. I did have very few drills to begin with for these 2 colors. However, they were very few and far in between. Had I run out of these 2, I would have checked my spare drill storage, and if I didn't, I probably would have picked a similar shade to use instead, especially here in the dress. As you can see, a lot of lavenders and pinks and peaches. Had I not have this particular shade, I don't think there would have been, you know, a massive difference. They wouldn't stand out. I wouldn't bother emailing the company, to be honest, but that's my personal choice. If you do that, of course, that is up to you, and they encourage you to do that. If you are missing drills, to contact them, don't they? So yeah, here we go. Having said that, I did have a pot full of trash drills. As you can see, some bits of resin, blue drills, green drills, some rubbish ABs, rubbish crystals, rubbish fairy dust, A lot of the white fairy dust were rubbish because this is a square drill kit. I like to make sure drills sit neatly next to each other and fit. So yes, I am quite picky. Even with that, with all the trash, I still had a full container left. So no complaints about that. As long as I have enough drills to finish the kit, I am happy. Numbers, letters, symbols, all clear. I didn't have any issues differentiating these symbols on the canvas. Print on the canvas was also clear. As for the rendering, I have to say there is one thing I'm not sure about. There is this little bit, you can see it on camera even from far away, this row of 4 purple drills. It stands out to me a little bit. It does not make sense, I can't tell what it is supposed to be. You can see there are solid lines here, some in the folds of the material of the dress, some bits here and there, outline of her arm and silhouette and the dress and the forearm. Makes sense. These 4 drills, they're kind of not attached to anything. So if I was really bothered, I would probably swap these 4 drills out for a peachy colour that's right next to it, but it doesn't really bother me. I love the ABs here in the dress. ABs and fairy dust there, and then we start with the crystals sprinkled here going all the way down. Really pretty. I really enjoyed working on this kit. I'm happy that I got it when I did. Would I do it again? If you ask me in a few years' time, I absolutely would. I am not associated with the company or the artist, so I feel I can be pretty honest with you guys and say what I liked and what I didn't like. Crystals, again, my personal preference. I think some of them here in the fish, they just look dark brown, especially next to all the orange drills here. Again, that's my personal preference. My main issue with this kit was that the glue was very slippery and not really sticking like board glue normally does for me. This is my 7th Diamond Art Club kit that I've completed, and this is the 2nd kit I've had this issue with, where I tried to place a drill and then it just slides around. Since I finished this and I hung it up with bulldog clips on my wardrobe, it's been hanging vertically. I have lost drills since, so yes, it is horizontal now and it will remain. I don't have any sealant. If I was to put a frame on it and hang it up, I would definitely have to seal it, and I don't have to normally do that. I forgot to say, my trusty journal. There we are. This kit has just over 100,000 diamonds, and I started it on the 14th of August and I finished it on the 14th of September. So yeah, it took me a month to finish this kit. I have been learning to multi-place, which is maybe why it hasn't taken me so long to finish it. Aside from the non-sticky glue, I didn't really have any other issues. Trash drills are expected, but the legend was clear. Symbols, they're not in alphabetical or numerical order, but that does not bother me. Non-sticky glue, it wasn't the whole canvas that was not sticky, it was only the areas where the perforations are. So when the canvas is rolled up, there are air bubbles where the perforations are and they sit there for a long time. I did get this kit last year and I unboxed it on the channel, but I did place it back into the dust sleeve, into the box. Arguably, all of my Diamond Art Club kits sit in the same conditions, back into their dust jackets, into the boxes. So whether it was my fault that the glue on this one wasn't sticky, I don't know. This is the 2nd kit that had the non-sticky glue, where the perforations in the cover have air bubbles sitting underneath. But yeah, other than that, I really did enjoy working on this kit. I mean, what's not to like? It has whimsy, it has beautiful color transitions, turtles, love turtles. That was the last thing I did. I started working from the top to the bottom. It was dark and a little bit repetitive here, but it was very white and repetitive in the very beginning as well. So, you know, loads of confetti and color changes here in the middle. So no complaints there at all for me. And yeah, I'm happy to have it done, and on to the next one. But that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate your time. Happy diamond painting, my friends. Bye bye.